Be careful what you post online, because it might just land you in jail, though you shouldn't be committing crimes anyway. A Concord man recently found out the hard way. A while back, a YouTube channel by the name of Jolly Green Scott began to get some attention. His channel was based on a fairly recent trend of speed enthusiast YouTubers recording themselves driving at triple-digit speeds and cutting closely between cars on tightly packed freeways, basically amounting to reckless driving. And he proudly posted videos of himself doing just that on Bay Area freeways. He seemed to draw his inspiration from the most well-known reckless driving YouTuber, Wears981, who posts videos of himself cutting dangerously close between cars while speeding and racing his friends, and often running from the NYPD, each time successfully, and so often that Wears981 has actually posted compilations of all the times he's run from the police in New York. The amount of support he gets from his fans is disturbing, considering how many lives he regularly endangers. As for now, Wears981 is still a free man and has not been caught by New York authorities. But for Jolly Green Scott, his fate would be different thanks to a very diligent group of Redditors and a police agency that wasn't going to tolerate Jolly Green Scott's antics much longer. Here's one of his many incriminating videos where he hits speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour, and even at one point, he hits 130. But this is the incident that really sealed the deal for the Redditors to get the police to investigate him. As often happened in Jolly Green Scott's videos, another driver driving fast would prompt him to try to outdrive the other driver and would spark a race. You're about to see a level of recklessness that is pucker-worthy, so hang on to your seat. His burst of reckless driving gets interrupted when he almost takes out an innocent motorist. Let's see that once more. Then he carries on driving recklessly some more. He had countless other videos of similar dangerous driving, and even one video where he runs from the California Highway Patrol in the Napa Valley and makes dangerous moves to get away, and then successfully eludes the pursuing officer. As criticism and outrage about his dangerous driving mounted, and critics making it clear to him that they were reporting his videos to the police, he remained defiant and continued posting videos, but changed his channel name to Jolly Green Cuts, and then changed the name 2 more times, as he was clearly beginning to feel the pressure. There was more buzz on Reddit, and someone dug deeper to figure out his identity. This astute Redditor managed to find an Instagram and Facebook pages belonging to this YouTuber who, up until now, was anonymous. The pieces of the puzzle were all coming together. This YouTuber, whom the Redditor figured out was named Scott, did not have his social media pages set to private, and left just enough of a slight connection to his YouTube channel that this Reddit sleuth was able to get those pieces of the puzzle. Scott had pictures on his publicly viewable social media pages of his car, license plate showing, and himself. Along with Scott's videos, his photos and links to his social media pages were forwarded to the Highway Patrol officer, who would soon launch an investigation into Scott's criminal reckless driving. As community outrage about Scott's driving mounted, he showed up in the comment sections of Reddit posts that were about his videos, and with a cocky attitude, defended himself and may have even been using puppet accounts to defend his driving. Digging into Scott's Reddit post history, his mental health came into question. It became clear that he subscribed to fringe theories and is a flat earther. Many of his past posts and comments suggest he may even be a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen or something similar. Meanwhile, the CHP officer began his investigation. Although Scott had no idea that there was an investigation against him, he grew increasingly paranoid as community outrage against him grew louder, and a news story was aired on a local network about his videos, where police officers were asked what they were doing about it. Although there was no mention in the news story about any official investigation, Scott probably realized that the police were at least aware of his videos, so he made his videos private before deleting his YouTube channel altogether. But it was too late. In July of 2023, the California Highway Patrol came up with a plan to catch him in the act, and then use his incriminating videos as further evidence against him, since the authorities knew which stretch of freeway he drove the most often, and presumably the approximate time of day. They put a helicopter in the air. Sure enough, the CHP pilot spotted his car speeding at over 110 miles per hour on Highway 680 from Fairfield to Concord. Once they tracked him across the Martinez Bridge, a ground unit attempted to stop him, for which he failed to stop and ran, just as he did in one of his previous videos. But after a brief chase, he surrendered to police and was taken into custody. Authorities identified him as 33-year-old Scott Kitfield of Concord, California. He was promptly charged with evading police officers, multiple counts of reckless driving, speeding, street racing, and driving without a valid license. In April of 2024, he was convicted on these charges and sentenced to 60 days in jail, probation, and can retain his driving privileges on 3 court-imposed conditions. He'll be allowed to drive after being released from jail, provided he allows police to install a tracking device on his vehicle for a set amount of time to monitor his driving, that he obtains a valid license and insurance, and he'll only be allowed to drive his own car. Furthermore, he was forced to sign an agreement that states that, if he were ever to kill someone in the process of driving recklessly, he would be charged with murder rather than manslaughter. That signed agreement will follow him for the rest of his life. Only time will tell if his driving will calm down and whether he'll behave himself after his legal problems go away. The fact that the police have ways of putting reckless YouTubers behind bars makes one wonder, will Ware's 981 face the same fate? Alright guys, there's a lot more exciting content to come, so be sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon, drop a comment below, give us a thumbs up and share. Also, check out some of our other videos. Thank you for watching.